I want to talk a little bit about teeth whitening and little things you can do at home to just keep your teeth white all year long. This is something a lot of you guys ask me about because I'm a little obsessive about it and I love having white teeth. So I'm going to share things you can do at home and then the one remedy that I do twice a year at my dentist's office. Okay, so this video today is about teeth whitening, and honestly it's going to cover oral hygiene in general because everything we're doing to help whiten our teeth will indirectly end up giving us oral hygiene. So it's kind of a win-win situation. I wanted to share this because I share on my Instagram all the time how obsessed I am with white teeth. I just think a smile is the first thing I personally notice on anyone, even like before eyes, before anything. So I like making sure my teeth stay really white, and I'm such a tea drinker. I love tea, I love coffee, so I've learned little things along the way to just make sure that they're always staying white. So first, let's talk about the everyday things you do at home. Obviously, everyone knows the basics. You brush your teeth morning and night, but the first thing before I brush my teeth, I always do is floss, and I feel like a lot of people don't associate flossing with white teeth, and I think I want to kind of stress that because sometimes you need a motivator to make you do things more. And obviously if it's like, oh, I'll do it the next day, but just knowing that it's really going to help keep your teeth white, super important. Build up in bacteria that can occur in between your teeth and those like little places that a toothbrush can't get to. That can just cause more bacteria to build, more plaque to build. And it's almost like if like a car is really dusty, and if you just clean it, the color looks more like vibrant and bright. It's not like you're changing the color, but just from cleaning it off, it appears to be brighter. So that's kind of what you're gonna get on your teeth. If you're making sure you're really cleaning everything out, it's even just an illusion of being cleaner. So always floss first. Studies have shown that it's better to do it first. You kind of loosen everything up and then you can get to brushing your teeth. The next thing I want to talk about is the kind of toothbrush you're using. So I use an electric toothbrush. Pretty much every dentist across the board, like any articles I read always say an electric toothbrush is just gonna get your teeth so much cleaner. It's almost like using like an exfoliator or a washcloth on your skin. You're gonna get more of that dead skin off than if you're just using your hands. So that's kind of the way I like to look at this. From everything I've seen and experienced, that the Sonicare is the best one. If there's other ones that are similar, I'm sure there's similar brands. Just make sure you're getting like a good, powerful one. Now, if I'm traveling, if it's like one day here or there, I don't always have to worry about packing it because it is a little bit big, and if you don't want to worry about something like that, you don't have to stress. But on like an everyday basis in your routine, I do like using it. I actually have a cute travel one too that I have that's not quite as strong. It just fits into like a little case. I can put the link below here. I have it on my Amazon page. That's really perfect for traveling. But yeah, just using an electric toothbrush in general is a huge game changer for just keeping your teeth white and making sure you're getting all that surface stuff off, especially if you're a tea drinker or coffee drinker like me. The next thing I want to talk about is a tongue scraper. This is such a game changer. I can't even believe that I wasn't using it the other years of my life, because now you just notice how much bacteria can build up on your tongue. The statistic is something like 50% of the bacteria in our mouth lives on our tongue. And obviously you can like use your toothbrush, but it's not gonna do it as well. I love this one. You just use it in two hands. You're really gentle. When you do it once, you're gonna notice how much is on there and how much cleaner you feel. This can even just help you feel more clean and fresh in the morning. I use it morning and night. One thing about drinking tea or coffee or dark beverages, even if you rinse your mouth out after or brush your teeth after, one of the reasons your teeth will stain is because your saliva is stained from the drink, and all of that's sitting on your tongue. Like if you drink a coffee, go look at your tongue after and you'll notice, even if you rinse your mouth, even if you quickly brush your teeth, that saliva that's constantly circulating in your mouth, it's gonna stain your teeth. So whenever I drink a coffee or tea and on planes, I literally bring this. If I have like a plane ride, like out of the country, 10 hours, 11 hours, in my bag, I should do a video just on this, but I keep my little mini toothbrush, floss, and I keep this tongue scraper. This one's even the most important if I just had to pick one, because at least I can rinse my mouth out, but I always make sure to have this. Just, if you want to keep your teeth white, like this is one of the best tricks to do it. So I can link this below too. Another one is just kind of basic, like mouthwash. I really like using mouthwash. This one is just, it can be direct or indirect. You can get a lot of them that have whitening properties. Some of those are a little bit stronger, but just again, like like we said, keeping the bacteria clean, like out of your mouth, making sure you're not having plaque buildup, all of that is gonna affect like the luminosity of your teeth, how great and fresh your smile looks, and just how white they look overall. This one is by Tom's, it's super natural. Also, when you get into the habit of doing all of these morning and night, like you're gonna feel so much more confident walking out the door. I promise you're gonna think back to the times where you didn't, like what was I doing before, which is like a lot of things in life. But so those are like the everydays. The next thing I want to talk about is oil pulling. So oil pulling I've shared before in some of my other content. I use extra virgin coconut oil. Basically what you do is take about a tablespoon of oil, put it in your mouth, swish it around for like anywhere from 10 to 20 minutes. Now, the first time I tried this like 3 or 4 years ago, I gagged. I actually think I should find my old blog where I wrote about it and said that I personally hate doing it, but I was just sharing how to do it. Somehow, like I don't mind it at all anymore. I think it's just such a good example of things that I used to hate that I now like. You can completely change, like just depending on where you are in life, or maybe you just give it another shot. So if you try it once and you don't like it, I really recommend giving it another go, because now I actually enjoy it. The coconut oil kind of tastes good, and it also seemed really time consuming, but the best thing to do is do it. I like doing it before I brush my teeth, right when I get in the shower. The whole time you're in the shower, that's at least 10 minutes. And maybe for another 5 minutes after while I'm doing my skincare, and then you spit it out and you're done. And it kind of leaves a nice like fresh coconut taste in your mouth, so I like that too. Don't spit the coconut oil down the drain because it will clog your drain. So get like a little like into your garbage or like a paper towel and throw it out, but that's one tip because I made that mistake too. So the reason oil pulling works, it's actually a really cool process. When you take the coconut oil and swish it around in your mouth, when it interacts with the bacteria, there's this process that occurs. It's called saponification. And if you kind of sound it out, it basically means you're creating a soap in your mouth. So it's not like it has an actual purpose, and it's really cool. People have been doing this for years. So you're literally creating a soap in your mouth, and because it's like a liquid oil, it's getting into spots that maybe your floss can't hit, your toothbrush can't hit. So it's really, really giving you an extra clean. And like I said, it's just, some people find it really relaxing and enjoyable. It's so weird that I do because I hated it, but give it a try. It's kind of like washing your mouth out with soap, but not actual soap. Those are kind of my everyday teeth whitening like tips and tricks. I definitely want to share, I also like to go to my dentist and get Zoom teeth whitening. I do this twice a year, which may be a little excessive, but that's just me. I'm just keeping it real. So I like doing it twice a year. Once a year is what a lot of people recommend, but you basically go into your dentist's office and it's like professional teeth whitening. So they will like protect your gums with this like gel, and it's like a light that comes up onto your teeth, and you do it for like 3 15-minute sessions. Usually this is around anywhere from $150 to $200. It depends on where you go. That's the price that I've seen. So once a year, I think it is a great investment to do. Versus like, I don't personally like the Crest white strips or the things that you get at home, because it's just, I feel like they slide around in my mouth, and it's just, sometimes you end up spending more money on those over the year when I just like to do Zoom. It's just honestly really worked well for me over the years. So I do that about twice a year. So those are my tips on keeping your teeth really white. Obviously, oral hygiene, just a quick tip on that. It is really important. I know, I feel like a lot of times people will skip it at night if they're tired, but don't forget that everything that's in your mouth and that bacteria you are swallowing, and that is important for your health. In fact, a lot of patients that get dental work who are on like heart medication or have any kind of cardiac issues, you'll have to go on an antibiotic at the same time to make sure, because if like a dentist maybe cuts your gum and there's like an open segue for bacteria to get in, it can be really dangerous. So just even knowing that, I used to fill that prescription all the time for amoxicillin at the pharmacy, and I always knew what it was for when a dentist would write it for like 2 or 3 days. So make sure that you are focusing on that and keeping everything clean, and your teeth will be white as a secondary benefit. So I hope you guys like this video. I'll link all the little things I use below. It's a quick one, but I just thought it'd be helpful. So if you like, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.